love the Eagles as much as we do, then hit that subscribe button and stick with us at Eagles Nest News for all the drama, updates, and hype all season long. The buzz around Philadelphia has been getting louder by the hour, and fans can't stop talking about the sudden shakeup that's hit the NFC East like a thunderclap. Out of nowhere, the Eagles managed to pull off one of the boldest offseason moves in recent memory, securing the services of Christian Darrisaw, the highly regarded offensive tackle who's been making waves in Minnesota. This isn't just another routine signing. This is the type of acquisition that can alter the entire balance of power in the conference. People around the league are already whispering that the Eagles might have stolen the missing piece to protect Jalen Hurts and finally elevate the offensive line to an unmatched level of dominance. For years, Philadelphia has been respected for building tough, physical fronts, but in Darrisaw, they've added not only raw strength but also athleticism and precision that few tackles in the NFL can match. It feels almost surreal, like one of those trades you imagine on Madden but never expect to see in real life. And yet, here we are, talking about Christian Darrisaw in midnight green, and the ripple effects are only beginning. When word first started circulating, many fans didn't believe it. Was this really happening? Could the Eagles actually pry away one of the most promising young tackles in the league, a player still entering his prime with years of productivity ahead of him? The reaction on social media was immediate and chaotic, a combination of disbelief, excitement, and speculation about what this means for the offensive line structure. Some wondered what this might signal for longtime anchor Lane Johnson, while others saw it as a commitment to fortify the future, especially considering how important it is to keep Hurts upright in a division filled with relentless pass rushers. Analysts quickly weighed in, pointing out how Darrisaw's advanced metrics consistently place him among the top tackles in both pass protection and run blocking. He's not just an above-average lineman. He's potentially elite, and in Philadelphia's system, with its emphasis on versatility and physicality, he could be positioned to maximize every ounce of his talent. Rumor or not, the move has shifted conversations in every sports bar across the city. Adding to the intrigue is the manner in which the Eagles managed to finalize this deal. Front office insiders claim this has been brewing quietly for weeks, with backdoor negotiations and discreet conversations that somehow avoided leaks until the very last moment. Howie Roseman, the Eagles' general manager, has always been known as a master of timing and opportunity. But even by his standards, this feels like a statement maneuver. Executives from other teams are apparently shaking their heads, wondering how they let Philadelphia slide in and grab Darrisaw before anyone else even realized he was in play. And that's the kind of move that fans live for: sudden, unexpected, and dripping with drama. Some insiders are even hinting that the Eagles see Darrisaw as a long-term cornerstone, someone who could be their version of a Walter Jones or Jonathan Ogden, a generational presence on the edge. The secrecy behind it all only adds to the allure, making it seem less like a simple signing and more like a heist pulled off in broad daylight, leaving the rest of the league scrambling to figure out what just happened. Of course, no rumor this massive comes without questions. Darrisaw, while undeniably talented, has had stretches where injuries raised eyebrows. Skeptics immediately pounced on that angle, pointing out that the Eagles are gambling heavily on a player who has shown both brilliance and fragility. Could this backfire if the grind of the season takes its toll on him? Philadelphia fans, though, are notoriously optimistic when they smell blood in the water, and the majority seem willing to overlook those risks for the chance to secure someone of his caliber. The fact that he's young and still improving gives them hope that any setbacks are simply part of the learning curve, not red flags for the future. It's almost like they're watching a high-stakes poker game unfold, with the Eagles pushing chips into the middle of the table and daring the rest of the NFL to match their boldness. And when you're a franchise still hungry to return to Super Bowl glory, sometimes the riskiest moves are the ones that pay off in unforgettable fashion. That's what makes this rumor so intoxicating. It's as much about potential as it is about reality. Philadelphia, a city known for its passion and intensity, thrives on moments like this. Already, Radio shows are dominated by callers imagining how Darrisaw will pair with the existing offensive line, creating a wall that even the fiercest defensive fronts will struggle to penetrate. Picture the combination of youth and experience, with veterans guiding him and younger linemen feeding off his energy, forming a unit that could dominate for years. In a division where every inch of protection matters, adding Darrisaw could give Hurts the confidence to hold the ball longer, unleash deeper throws, and even open up more lanes for the running game. The synergy is almost too perfect, like the final puzzle piece sliding into place. The buzz isn't just about winning games. It's about establishing dominance, making Philadelphia the team nobody wants to face come December. This isn't just a rumor anymore. It's transforming into a vision of what could be. And the fan base is feeding off the electricity, preparing for a season that feels destined to be unforgettable. The more this rumor spreads, the more it feels like a storyline that belongs in a Hollywood script. You've got the undercurrent of secrecy, the surprise factor of a big-name player changing scenery, and the backdrop of a team with championship aspirations ready to swing for the fences. In a league where headlines often revolve around quarterbacks and flashy receivers, the idea that an offensive tackle could generate this level of buzz says everything about Darrisaw's impact. He's not a household name for casual fans yet, but within football circles, his reputation is that of a difference maker, the kind of player who elevates everyone around him. And in Philadelphia, where linemen are celebrated as much as skill players, Darrisaw could quickly become a cult hero, the kind of athlete whose jersey sells out not because he scores touchdowns, but because he makes them possible. That's the magic of this rumor. It taps into the heart of what makes football great: teamwork, strategy, and the belief that one bold move can change everything. Whether official or not, this story has already captured the imagination of a city that thrives on hope and hunger. What makes this rumor even juicier is the timing of it all. The Eagles, fresh off a season where offensive line consistency was both a strength and occasional concern, appear to be doubling down on the very identity that has carried them for decades: dominance in the trenches. And just when rivals in the NFC East thought they had figured out how to pressure Jalen Hurts, here comes a potential bombshell move that resets the chessboard. Imagine facing the Eagles with Darrisaw anchoring one side, Lane Johnson or his successor fortifying the other, and Jason Kelce's replacement learning in an environment of pure stability. That's not just protection, it's a fortress. For years, teams like Dallas and Washington have prided themselves on aggressive pass rushes, but this acquisition sends a clear message: good luck trying to touch Hurts. Fans know that the best way to silence rivals is to dominate the line of scrimmage. And this rumor feels like Philadelphia sharpening its sword before the battle even begins. If Darrisaw really is suiting up in midnight green, the NFC East may have just been turned upside down in a single stroke. Naturally, everyone is wondering about the financial side of this potential acquisition. Christian Darrisaw isn't a bargain bin signing. He's the type of player who commands top-dollar contracts and reshapes salary cap discussions. Whispers suggest the Eagles' front office is preparing to shuffle the deck, moving pieces and restructuring deals to accommodate his arrival. It wouldn't be the first time Howie Roseman has pulled off financial gymnastics. The man is known around the league as a wizard with the cap, always finding creative ways to build a contender without mortgaging the future. Still, fans are asking the tough questions. Who might be the odd man out? Could a familiar veteran be released or traded to make room for Darrisaw's contract? Or is this simply Roseman's masterpiece, a plan already mapped out months ago, waiting for the right opportunity? The uncertainty only adds to the intrigue, because behind every big signing lies the ripple effect of tough decisions. But if this rumor is real, one thing is certain: Philadelphia is signaling that they're not just thinking about next season. They're thinking about building a dynasty. The comparisons are already flying across talk shows and podcasts. Some are calling this potential deal a masterstroke that echoes the Eagles' bold moves from past eras, like when they assembled the famous offensive lines that paved the way for Donovan McNabb and later helped Nick Foles deliver an unforgettable Super Bowl run. Others are more cautious, reminding fans that hype doesn't always translate into wins. But here's the thing. Christian Darrisaw isn't just another player. His film speaks volumes, his metrics scream consistency, and his reputation among peers is that of a cornerstone tackle. If this rumor becomes reality, we could be watching the birth of one of the league's most intimidating offensive lines. In an era where defenses are getting faster and more complex, having a player like Darrisaw buys your quarterback that extra split second, and sometimes that's the difference between a sack and a touchdown. Analysts know it, coaches know it, and now fans are starting to feel it. This move, if confirmed, could become the story of the season before the first snap is even played. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. And while the spotlight is naturally on the football side of things, there's another layer to this story that shouldn't be overlooked: the cultural impact. Philadelphia loves its linemen. From Jason Kelce's legendary parade speech to Lane Johnson's blue-collar toughness, this city reveres the players who do the dirty work. Bringing in Christian Darrisaw would add another name to that tradition, giving fans a new figure to rally behind. In a place where passion runs deep, where every game feels like life or death, Darrisaw could quickly embody the city's ethos. Tough, relentless, and unapologetically physical. Already, murals are being imagined, nicknames being floated, and jerseys being envisioned. This isn't just about football, it's about identity. Philadelphia thrives on grit, and in Darrisaw, they see someone who represents that perfectly. The fact that this rumor has sparked so much excitement before being officially confirmed speaks volumes. It's not just a potential signing. It's a story that taps into the very heart of what makes Philly unique, turning a football move into a cultural moment the city craves. Of course, every great story needs its drama, and this one is no different. Rival fans are already dismissing the rumor, calling it nothing more than smoke with no fire. Cowboys fans are laughing it off, Giants fans are doubting the feasibility, and Washington fans are convincing themselves it won't happen. But deep down, you can sense the unease. Because what if it is true? What if the Eagles, already loaded with talent, just added a premier left tackle to their arsenal? That possibility keeps opponents awake at night, and that's why the rumor is so powerful. It's not about what's confirmed, it's about what could happen. And in a league where perception often dictates strategy, even the whisper of Darrisaw in Philadelphia is enough to shift how teams prepare for them. The drama, the denial, the speculation, it all adds fuel to the fire. This isn't just a rumor living on social media threads. It's infiltrating coaching staffs, front offices, and locker rooms, forcing everyone to consider a future they may not be ready for. At the end of the day, whether this rumor proves true or fizzles out into off-season folklore, it's already accomplished something significant. It's ignited belief. Belief in a city hungry for another parade, belief in a front office willing to swing big, and belief in the idea that one bold move can change everything. Christian Darrisaw's name is now etched into Philadelphia's sports conversations, whether he officially signs or not. And that's the beauty of football rumors. They carry with them the electricity of possibility, sparking debates, fueling dreams, and setting the stage for what could be. If Darrisaw does put on that midnight green jersey, history may look back on this moment as the turning point, the instant Philadelphia positioned itself as the team to beat not just in the NFC East, but across the entire league. Until then, the city waits, the fans speculate, and the NFL holds its breath because sometimes the loudest stories are born not from announcements, but from whispers that refuse to die down. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.